All right, boys and girls, audience. How's it going today? My name is Josh Thomas, and today we're going to be talking briefly about nanotechnology and how it can be found in even animals, which is mind blowing because nanotechnology sounds so scientific and so engineered at first glance, but it actually occurs naturally in the wild. So let's get into it. So I'm sure you are probably familiar with Spider-Man, one of our favorite childhood superheroes. Now, if you look here in the pictures that I have, this one here on the left, he's climbing up what seems like to be a skyscraper on the glass panes of the skyscraper, which is nearly impossible if you really think about it too hard. In the middle here, he's between two two surfaces that he should definitely be sliding down from. And then you got this spider kid, which is obviously being held up by his dad, but you get the picture here. How in the heck is it that Spider-Man can climb up surfaces, even if they're vertical, slippery, and have no grip or traction whatsoever? So the question can be answered when we get into two things that we'll talk about here a little bit later. But first, let's talk about nanotechnology. Nanotechnology is, in the simplest form, is the manipulation of matter on a near atomic scale, meaning very minuscule and microscopic, which produces new structures, materials, and devices. Now, why is this important? We use nanotechnology every single day in lots of activities, military, reducing carbon emissions, sports, technology, science. But why is this important with what we're going to be talking about today? So, two important things to understand here when thinking about the Spider-Man concept: friction versus stiction. Now, on the left here, friction is the resistance that one surface or object encounters when moving over another. So, I mean, this just means simply rubbing my hands together. There's friction in between there. That's why there's resistance here. You can hear it. Same with moonwalking. If you think about moonwalking across concrete, it's going to be a lot harder than it would be across a slippery, poolside floor. Yeah, friction is important because it interacts with everyday life, gravity as well. Now on the other end, stiction is where the attraction between surfaces is due to the non-bonded interactions between the atoms of the object and the surface, and not the object's weight. Basically, stiction happens when there are very tiny molecules that are outside of the parameters of the standard understanding of gravity. Uh, and that is actually the answer to how animals are able to seemingly climb up walls. Think about one very clear example. It comes down to spiders. Spiders can climb glass, walls, drywall, rock, trees, basically any surface because of stiction. What enables them naturally are these tiny, tiny little microscopic hairs that we normally can't see, except for like on a tarantula, you can tell that it's hairy. But on most spiders, you can't even tell that there's tiny hairs on their feet. And that's what allows them to have greater friction up against any surface when interacting with any surface, whether it be something as rough as wood or something as slick as glass. And that is how the Spider-Man effect is possible. So going back to that very first picture, or very first slide with a couple of pictures of Spider-Man, that's why he's able to walk up walls. Stiction, not friction. Thank you guys for your time.